An ACLU lawsuit against Metro Police and their use of force during the summer 2020 protests is moving forward. Huge numbers of people hit the streets the summer after the shooting of Breonna Taylor. Those protests led to changes in no-knock warrants and new police procedures related to tear gas and officer-involved shooting investigations.
So we want to dive deeply into this. Jim Stratman is here in the studio with us this morning with some more details. And Jim, the ACLU wants to turn this into a class action lawsuit.
Yeah, that's just one of the many things that actually came up during that hearing yesterday. But we did not get a ruling on that yet. The judge said, but if the judge does rule in favor of turning this into a class action lawsuit, it would really open the door for people, anyone who was out there during the 2020 protests, to sue the LMPD. Now, the court battle has been coming for a very long time. In fact, the ACLU filed this 4 years ago, claiming the LMPD's use of tear gas and other crowd control measures violated use of force standards and unlawfully intimidated peaceful protesters during the summer of 2020. Now, the complaint specifically mentions protesters who were blocking bridges and roadways, as well as the massive number of felony arrests that followed. The ACLU hopes the lawsuit will help institute changes to the LMPD and to protect citizens' rights, similar to the goal of the consent decree that is currently being negotiated.
People should be demanding that the LMPD institute significant reforms and agree to significant changes in policies and procedures to make people feel safe both when they're protesting and just in general.
Now, the judge has not made any decisions on this case yet. The attorney for the ACLU says that they hope to have a decision on the class action request fairly soon. We do expect to get an update on the case next week. Grace, Eric?
Jim, thank you so much. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg recently announced the Department of Justice is in its initial stages of reviewing a federal consent decree for LMPD. It comes after a year-long investigation revealing repeated constitutional rights violations by LMPD officers, particularly against black people. With that consent decree, mandated police reforms are expected.
In some other news here this morning, the Utica Police Department is warning people in the area to keep their pets inside. It comes after one dog was shot and another poisoned with antifreeze in the same yard just 2 days later. On Wednesday, officers brought the community together to discuss the cases. Police say they have 2 people of interest possibly responsible for the 2 incidents, a man and a minor who has a criminal background of shooting animals with rifles.
One on security camera footage that was in and around the time of the shooting. He came before the shooting, disappeared, then came back after the shooting had occurred.
The Utica Police Department is informing residents to look for continued updates on its Facebook page. They're also urging pet owners to bring water bowls inside, saying not to leave them outside.
Ford Motor Company and UAW members at the Kentucky truck plant have come to a tentative agreement avoiding the potential strike that was set to happen tomorrow. Local 862 President Todd Dunn confirmed the tentative agreement was reached yesterday morning, impacting 9,000 workers.
Knowing we got a world-class agreement in our national contract, and knowing that we're going to have this good of a contract for a local agreement really makes me feel confident and proud that we as a team are leaving it better than we found it now that we're getting towards the end of our careers.
Ford also released a statement saying it's pleased to have reached a tentative agreement on a new labor contract covering the Kentucky truck plant and its 8,700 valued UAW Ford employees. Town halls are in the works for early next week with the hope of a vote starting Wednesday morning and lasting through Friday night.
The family of Metro Police Officer Nick Wilt say he's showing progress in his recovery. Wilt was shot in the head while responding to the Old National Bank mass shooting last April. The Wilt family shared an update on the Louisville Metro Police Foundation Facebook page. They say Wilt has shown a gradual increase in life skills and is showing signs of semi-independence. He's also now able to walk with the use of a cane. Despite the improvements, family members say he still faces challenges, particularly the use of his left arm. It ends the update by saying the family, quote, extends their heartfelt appreciation for the outpouring of support and continues to request thoughts and prayers for his complete and uncomplicated recovery.
It is now going to be up to the city to approve the demolition schedule for the new apartment building that was destroyed in Monday's massive fire. Right now, the city is working to contact the property owner to ensure a demolition company is hired. That work won't be done until the fire and insurance investigations are complete. Donovan Sims with Louisville Fire tells us the 310 at Nulu building is still under a fire watch because it could potentially collapse.